Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding area. We have John Hopwood who will be coming back on as co-host with me, and we're waiting for another gentleman, Anthony Harris, who is running for Alderman at large. And I just got a phone call, so I know that he's on his way in. And it's been a mixed-up day. Even John had a mixed-up day. A couple of his guests also canceled out. Okay? So while we're waiting, and I know we're going to have a lot of fun on this show, as usual, but we have coming up on 9/15, Tony Williams, who is a well-known artist in this community, and we have Irene Blewett Jewelry, I'm not sure, Jim Oliveira and his wife Mary St. Pierre, and Jim has a TV show here, and he does poetry, so that's going to be exciting. Then on 9/22, I got my very good friend, spiritualist Liz Santana, who's an awesome, awesome person, and Brian Burr, her mate. Then on 9/29, I have Michelle D. McConnell from the, I can't pronounce the last name, Medical Institute out of, Yeah, okay, Dim Harrell. And then on 10/6, I have Dr. Jody McDonald and her nephew Brian with his girlfriend. And 10/13, we had Richard Carter. 10/20, I had Ken Gidge. And then one of the most exciting parts is I'm having a lady, Sarah Beth Beaudry from the in-town Manchester. So we have a lot of interesting guests coming on, And in November, we'll be booking again. If anybody is out there and would like to come on with us, feel free. We always will pick a date. No one, I will not deny anyone the right to come on the show. Okay, unless you're going to be hostile or, slamming, name calling, all that. No, that I don't want. Or profanity, okay. And one of the things that I like is with Manchester TV here is that we do have our choices. And we have a lot of great choices, okay? We have a great staff here, and I've been doing it probably, Joe Kelly Lawson, I think, and I are almost neck and neck on who's been on the longest. And each time it gets better and better, okay? If anybody that's out there that doesn't have a TV show and would like to have one, I would definitely encourage it. Encourage it to come on and to be the great person, express what you feel, whether you like a politician, whether you like talking about, boxing, baseball, John can tell you. You have some knowledge that you want to tell the world about, or maybe pass on something. You may have agreements against anybody. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, come on in, you two. I'll get you another chair. Well, they made it. Hang on a minute, folks. Can we pause for a second there? Okay, one chair. There, see that?
Ready.
Okay, and you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, all you kings and queens out there today. My name is Anthony Harris, and I am running for Alderman at large for the city of Manchester.
Gotta go through the mic, okay. I love your upbeat. You have an awesome personality.
Thank you.
really do. And one thing that I do believe in is I tell what I see. And you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Andrew, and I am helping with his campaign, and I really believe in what he's doing for the community. I'm all about unity, and it's just a great thing that he's doing.
Okay. Do we have another chair somewhere? Does you want to? Okay, you want to?
Are we on now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on in, John. Come on in. We'll find some chairs here for you.
It's a 2-hour show.
You know, I'm excited. Ooh, look at all these people that are coming in. I bet they're all campaigning for you. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, come on around the back here and introduce yourselves. How's that? My name.
One is going to. She'll sit in the back for right now.
That's right. Okay.
And she's gonna watch.
I can't. I have to agree. I'm excited. Because
I
you
am
know what?
also.
I'll tell you why. Because you were the first Christian, honestly, that is actually running for the city politics that believes in the people.
Oh.
Okay. Me being a psychic as I am, this is what I'm doing. As you know, I have my own website, do psychic readings on TV. This young man over here is going to be very successful in life.
I really appreciate that.
Oh.
Okay. You got to stop holding yourself back. Okay. And only my very good friend John Hopwood here. And we both will have some questions for him, won't you, John?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. John and I.
I ran for Alderman at large last time.
Yeah. John and I are sometimes on the different sides, but we're great friends.
See, that's what I love. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
See, like we can love each other. We can actually want each other to elevate and rise in life and be successful. But I don't have to agree with you with everything. You know, I ask everybody all the time, do you have a mother, brother, sister, father, husband, wife? Do you agree with everything that they say and do? No. But do you still love them the same and want to see them elevate? Now, once we extend that to the community, we're going to get somewhere.
Absolutely. Why are you campaigning and why do you support him?
I support him because he's all about unity and fixing the community, because people don't get enough opportunity to get help, you know? And I just think it's a great thing. And I'm also a Christian too, so I believe that there's a better path to everyone's lives.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20?
Yes.
Oh, you got a great career in politics.
Oh, I'm not trying to be in politics.
Oh,
but
yes, you were.
That's the thing. You know, they said if you want to make God laugh, tell him
I
your
don't want to
plans.
curse him.
They said if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. I never planned to be a politician myself. I just wanted to help the community. And so I started doing community listening sessions. I co-found a nonprofit that helps previously incarcerated individuals successfully walk the path from prison to prosperity. And as I'm doing this and I'm talking to the community, they're telling me, you know, I talk to everyone. I'm not here to judge you. That's God's job. I'm here to love you.
Oh, you took my job away.
No, I'm none of your blaspheming.
And so now as I brought them together, and I'm asking the community, what do you want? What issues do you have? When you go outside of your door, what do you see that shouldn't be? Or what don't you see that you feel should be there? We need to bring the community together in unity in order to fix what we're calling problems. Well, if there are problems, how much more are there an issue and a problem to the one that's actually going through it? So if we come together and bring them together in unity and start talking to each other, have the conversation. You got to have the hard conversations. If I tell you who I am and you tell me who you are, I put my life on it, we have some commonalities. Right. We can start there.
You know what's going through my head right now? You know that
What's
song?
that?
Come together right now. It really is.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
that's
It's
Guns N'
Beatles.
Roses, isn't it?
Beatles.
Beatles? Oh,
Come
Beatles.
together.
Beatles. Yeah. See what I mean?
John Lennon wrote it for Timothy Leary.
Right. Yeah. See, this is what I like.
I love that.
That was written for Timothy Leary, who was going to run
Yeah.
for president in '68, but he got busted for LSD. So.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, he wound up in Algeria.
Yeah. I went to college in California. I did the whole shebang.
No.
Yeah, he was a guru out there.
Oh, Aerosmith too. Okay.
Well, Aerosmith did it on that awful movie. What was it called? They made it of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But what?
We're baby boomers, you know. These are, the Beatles were gone.
And the one thing that I want to see, and I want I'm so tired of the so-called politicians. I use the word so-called. Joe and I
Are we talking about Joe Kelly Lavasser?
Everybody.
who gets votes by dividing the community.
Right. How can we, all of a sudden, the only time you hear about the homeless people, the people that are addicted to drugs, okay, is when they're campaigning to make themselves look better. I've been told I should run for alderman, but I have more fun slamming them.
It's a different thing.
Well, the thing
but
is, if I become alderman at large, then we have become alderman at large, and I really don't have any fear of being slandered. I mean, if someone chooses to do it, hey, go ahead. I still love you, and it's like with Joe Kelly Lavasser, I keep hearing so many different things, but. I don't run a slander campaign, but I'm not telling you what to do, and this is your show. So I don't have anything bad to say.
But I want you to come back on more. I love your energy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You have an organization, right, from felon to free man. May I ask you how that started?
Well,
I don't want to get too personal, but
okay. Well, this is the thing, right? I was previously incarcerated in my younger years, and but I didn't grow up with love and guidance and support. I didn't have mommy, daddy. My life was a little different, so I had to live and learn. And through living and learning, I made some mistakes, and I paid my debt to society. And now, as I came out, I found it so hard to do so many things because somebody hears the word felon or felony. And so as I went through the journey and started overcoming it and standing on top of it, because I don't regret my past. My past does not define me. It had refined me in the fire, helped me become the man that I am today. And so as I started climbing, I'm talking to one of my good friends, and I'm like, what can we do? He's like, well, I do vote plan, and so let's get together. And I started Felon Vote. So I went, and I was just going out there asking the community, do you have any felonies? I talked to one, and she said, my brother does. And so I went to his house, and I actually have it all on video. And I just talked to him every single day and told him, you can do it. I'll show you how I did it. Maybe what worked for me won't work for you. But I'm letting you know you're not by yourself no more. I'm here to support you and love you all the way. And so he voted for the first time in his 33 years of living.
And if anybody has any questions they want to ask my good friend, we're now good friends.
I'll take it.
I have never met anybody I don't like. I may not like what they do, but I would know how to not like someone. And I don't want to know. But
I dislike certain characters, but not people.
Yeah. Area code 603-640-3091. And you can ask him any question, not about his love life. That's private.
So does a felon in New Hampshire lose the right to vote?
Nope.
Okay,
Actually,
in other states, like I think California, when I lived there, they did. But
actually,
they
Nicole Klein, State Rep Nicole Klein Knight, she went, knocked doors, asked the people. She went to the people, and once she seen that most of them didn't know, she pushed for the bill. She got other people to support it, and now as a law in New Hampshire, like as soon as you come out, they're automatically restored. No paperwork, no anything. You could just go register to vote.
Well, they had a prisoner in Concord State Prison that ran for alderman in the city of Concord and won. So they literally had to take him to the meetings and forth So, and that's what's great about America.
Yes.
We don't need all this fighting with each other. I don't.
Not at all.
I don't believe in either party. Okay, I really don't. Everybody has a choice, and that's a good thing. We can either make this country strong, like what you're wanting to do in the city, which we need. Because they keep continually re-electing
The
these
same
people.
over. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
And I've been doing my show now for 22 years.
There are only 4 people have been alderman at large since the office was created in 1998. And Mike Lopez from Ward 10, who was one of them. And he would like to know what you do and where you're from.
Well, I'm the decarceration organizer for American Friends Service Committee.
Or which we would know as the Quakers, right?
Yeah,
Friend.
and I'm the co-founder of Felon to Freeman.
Yeah.
I do community listening sessions. I talk to the community all the time, way before.
So you're a community organizer.
Yes, yeah. And I just love people. I love all different types of people, all different mind states. I feel like we need different cultures. I want to know your culture. Maybe what's in your culture resonates with me so hard I fall in love with it, and then I can start doing that or add that to my repertoire, and vice versa.
Hey, he used a big word.
Repertoire?
Yeah. My former co-host, I wish it's like if somebody used a big word. I'm saying
a quarter of all words in English.
She
or
used
French.
a big word, something like that. I always want people to have fun.
Yes.
If you don't have fun, then that's my fault. I've let you down. I don't want to do that.
We're from a place with 3
there,
languages: French, Spanish, and English. The West Side.
Are those people? Are your friends still out there?
I'm sure they're here somewhere.
Because I wanted to ask why they're going to be.
Oh, we have a phone call.
Welcome to Norn's Community Corner. How can we help you?
I have a question.
Okay.
I was wondering if there was anywhere I could find more information about this campaign, if you guys have any events coming up.
Do you have a website?
Yes. Anthony Harris .4nh.com. And that's my website this Saturday at 128 Maple. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds
this
like
Saturday at
128
Maple Street at Salona's Bar and Grill. We're going to be having a meet and greet, and from 5 until 8:30. I would love if you want to ask me questions in person. Come out, meet me, network with other ones. Let's come out and do it. I'm here to show you that I am the man for the job, Alderman at large. I feel I'm the man for the job because I feel like I don't see too many people after they get elected really do what they said they're going to do. I mean, most of the time after they get elected, you can't even get in touch with them.
True.
Yeah. And so I'm not that person. So I feel like I'm the man for the job. I'm going to do what needs to be done for the community.
And then you're going to run for mayor.
That's not my words. That's Norn's words.
And I'm usually pretty accurate, aren't I, John?
Yeah, but it costs too much money to win, Norm.
Well, I know. Yeah, but see, the problem is...
You got to raise $300,000 at least.
Do you have any other engagement besides that? I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
Oh, no, it's okay. We're right now, Saturday is the day that we're focused on, the meet and greet at Salona's Bar and Grill on 128 Maple Street. The owner is Stacy. I love her. She's so phenomenal.
Sweetie, yeah.
She really is.
They used to have awesome food in there.
They still do.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, they definitely do. The food is magnificent. I love it, especially the haddock sandwich.
What
the haddock.
Well, if I got time, I'm definitely going to go, especially for the haddock. I love haddock. Any other questions, ma'am?
No, that was my only question. I love everything I've been seeing and hearing about your campaign, and we really need to get you elected.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Queen. I appreciate you.
You all have a
I
great day
really
now.
look forward
Yeah.
to seeing you.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, there you go. One thing that I don't know that, if you don't mind, I do when people who have crossed over, I communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
There's an older lady, it could be your grandmother, that is very, very proud of you.
I love it.
Because she told me that you have made yourself from a hopeless, I just report no count to that superstar that you are today.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate your comments. I had a couple of women in my life die. My family that I care for, and I know they're with me. You know, I look at everything positive. It's like, why are we scared of death? You know, and so, you know, who says death is a bad thing? Now, when someone is murdered, that's different. You know, you took someone before their time. But when you die of natural causes, who says that's the bad thing? I see it like this. Me and my queen, we talk about it all the time. You know, that's one more angel I got watching over me.
When I actually do believe that even if they're murdered, it was their time to go. Okay, even though it seems like damn it's I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to okay it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because what happens to me is what I'm seeing is the spirit floats around unsure where it's supposed to be. Because you know, like when you bang your head against the wall, you get confused. But I'm always confused, and there's no difference there, you know. But then you have to release the spirit. I've been doing this for a long, probably a lot older than you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Oh yeah, twice that.
Well, we're both 39 and older.
Yeah. Well, I tell everybody I'm 39, even though, but you know,
It's harder now that we're older to
Yeah.
get away with that.
Yeah, God has created a miracle. He helped me beat cancer.
Ooh, God
That's a
bless
miracle,
you. It really
God
is.
bless.
He took my left breast out. 1 out of 8,000 men will have breast cancer. But I had the best medical care, and
Well, you had the best person ever with you.
Oh yeah, and I actually one of my surgeries I actually saw the white light. It was so cool. They wouldn't let me stay. They told me your job isn't done yet. Well, if it isn't done, then you wouldn't be here, right? You know.
Amen.
So my feelings are. I look at the spirit. I don't look at the person themselves. I look at the spirit. Like, I love your energy. I love his energy. And let me tell you, if he ever decided to become an attorney, he would make a great attorney.
Well, on your pathway to being a politician,
You're right.
you have to learn how to lie.
What do you want to be?
Well, I want to do something in marketing, but I also want to be a high-tier model. That's what I'm currently doing right now.
A
I'm
model?
modeling, yes.
You're going to make it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You really are. But what happens when you become old and decrepit like I am, honey? But no, when you...
You have your earnings to
Well, right
guide you
now,
over.
right now, I really want to focus on investing early so I won't have to work as hard when I'm close to retirement, or even in my 30s. I want to go hard now in investments, like, and all the types of it. You know, I just want to be involved in everything.
Dreamer, dream.
See, this is the beautiful thing, right?
Right.
We
If
need
you
a
have the
financial
energy.
education.
If you really have the energy and you listen to him or one of his other people, you can do it. Okay? You can be, but you also do not allow yourself to get into the drugs.
Oh, never. My mom passed away from those, so I would never.
Your
get into
mom is
that.
with you.
Yes. I know she's in heaven.
Oh, yeah. She's with you wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad is with you as well.
He's not gone. He's here.
I know, but spiritually, he's still with you. See, I believe that we can communicate with people even when they're alive.
Amen.
See, the power that I love what I do. I think that makes a big difference. Do I see you? I see a very strong victory for you. I will tell you I'm not 100% accurate. I never will do that with anybody. But what I will tell you is I'm looking at 97%.
I love that number.
Okay. And I also, you're going to be running against another friend of mine, Elizabeth Morno. I mean, what's her name? Not Morno.
Morto?
Elizabeth
You mean Mara?
Morrow, yeah.
She's a friend of yours?
No, she came on the show.
Wow, let's be precise about that.
Yeah,
she's always insulting me on the social
she insults
media.
everybody, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not.
That's not cool. Why even think? Why? You know what? I don't understand. 'Cause I don't hear you doing this. I don't hear you slamming other people.
Listen, I don't have time. I don't talk bad about people. Period. So I'm not gonna get in this politician race and
You wouldn't hear
start
him
doing it.
yeah.
That's
But,
one thing
that's
that
good.
I never liked. I always see it's like, why are you telling me that this person did this and this person did that? You're telling me something bad on someone else so that I would vote for you? That doesn't make sense to me. It's like, I'm
Well-
not here to throw shade on you. I'm here to tell the people why I'm the best for Alderman at large. And that has nothing to do with you. I am because of the story that I had to live through, you know, the things that I had to overcome. And as I'm telling my story and as I'm working with the community is telling me I should run. The community is saying that I should do this, you know. And Emmett Soldati of Somersworth, I always mention him because he's the one that got me here into politics. And he came into my queen, Shaquanda Allen.
I talked to that lovely lady.
Yes.
I talked to her the other day.
She's 2020's New Hampshire's Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And she has Roots Natural Hair Shop on 587 Maple Street.
Good.
And
What's it called again? What are doing it?
Roots Natural Hair Shop. Roots with a Z.
Okay.
And so I was talking with my queen. I kind of lost my train of thought.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, it does. What I was saying?
You're talking about somebody from Somersworth.
Yeah.
There we go. Testing you. I was just testing you. Well, Emmett Soldati, he came into my queen.
Emmett Soldati, right?
Yeah, he came into my queen shop. He adopted a black prince, and he came to get his hair done because, you know, there's not a lot of places out here to get ethnic hair done. Roots is that place to get it done. He came, and as my queen blessed his son's hair, me and Emmett just started having a conversation. And he's like, so, when are you running for governor? And I started laughing, and I'm like, I never thought about going into politics. And then he said, the government needs to start reflecting the communities that they're representing. And that resonated with me a lot. And so I started to think about it. I talked to my queen about it, and I got serious and talked to the community, and everyone said go. So I'm 100% transparent. I have nothing to hide. You know, you want to know it? Ask me. I'll tell you. You know, and so I decided, you know what? I researched all the positions, all the seats, and I look at Alderman at large, and I see where I can affect the most change on Alderman at large on a local level to truly help the community. That's what I'm in this for. I'm not in this for a seat and for a title. You know, if I'm Alderman at large, then we are Alderman at large. You have somebody in there that's actually going to listen to you. You might catch me walking down the street. I might not go in your door just to say hi. You know, to do the same things I'm doing with the community listening sessions, and as I'm walking around the town and I talk to everybody, anybody that run across me, trust me, they'll tell you. And the same way I do it now, I'm gonna do it then. I gotta make sure that you're not having this issue anymore, you know, or it's getting better. It's sort of like your teacher. You go in and you studied the first of the book. Now he's seen what you need to work on. Now he's going to come back to you and test you again to see if you learned it. See if you have something else. Well, I'm doing the same thing with the community of Manchester.
I met this gentleman. I don't believe in accident. I don't believe in coincidence, John.
I know you don't.
No, he was looking for a news reporter. Somebody. And
I was
standing in
supposed
there
to.
with- yeah.
I was supposed to be going to Manchester Education Association.
Oh, the MEA.
To the MEA
Yeah.
for an endorsement
Right.
interview.
Interview you
And
first.
I came to the wrong place.
But you didn't.
And then when I walked in, it was Norm and
My
his
friend.
buddies, and we got to talking, and it led to this.
Isn't how God works? Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
Don Baldock actually is right.
He knows
for
what
US
he's
Senator,
doing.
Okay, and my friend Dave was, then my partner here, Scott. That's who you all met here, you know. And I think and I don't believe in accident. I don't believe in coincidences.
Me either.
Okay, so it was meant for you to come on, as far as I'm concerned. Okay?
I have a philosophy, and I say it takes too many moments to happen for one moment to occur.
Right.
For that one moment to be a coincidence.
Right.
God is magnificent, and He knows what He's doing.
Right. I didn't go to prison, but close to it. My foster father was a judge, so I could get away with a lot of things, you know what I mean? And money talks, people walk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you what, I won't change anything I had because I have it, you know, when my family members found out about my lifestyle, I'm not going to go into details or anything like that, they decided that I wasn't good enough for them anymore. And you know, that's okay, because I have a beautiful son and daughter-in-law and my granddaughter. I've been married more times than I got curls in my hair, you know, but that's okay. But you know what? I don't like to hear these people sing, and I can feel you have the same energy. Oh, I've had a hard life. I can't do this, or I can't do that. And you've heard it. How many times, John, have you heard what people say? Oh, I can't.
I say it all the time.
Yeah, but you do it.
On my own show, though.
Yeah, okay. But I'm a firm believer that I don't believe in handicaps. Unless they're actually in a wheelchair. When I believe in it.
Norm, we say disabilities. now.
Okay, disability. Oh, okay. Politically correct. Okay. What I believe in that people can improve their lives. Look at you. You're a prime example. Where you've been from the, forgive me for using this term, or you can correct, from the gutter to where you are today.
See, this is the thing, right? I do believe that anybody can come from any level that they're on that's in a bad position and change their life. As long as you got breath, you woke up, you could do it. Now, I do believe it takes support.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Because
Love and
me
support.
personally, I wouldn't be able to do this without the support and love that I get. You know, my queen literally helped change my life.
I love her voice.
Yo, she is phenomenal.
She
Is
and I
she
were
here?
talking- Is she? No,
She
she's
with
not
us
here,
right
is she?
now?
Nah,
No.
she's at the
She's
shop.
busy.
She's at
She was going
work.
to try, but I know
She's at the shop.
But I will tell you, she's going to open up 2 more shops.
Ooh. No, I love your what do you call them? Your readings.
Right.
Yes, I love your readings.
And I will tell you that
you
you're
keep
going
keep
to,
them readings coming.
Okay, I will tell you, I do see her open up 2 more shops, and she is going to be a very, very busy lady. You have a lady friend?
What do you mean?
Yeah, are you involved in a relationship?
It's complicated.
You're really not ready yet.
You
It's-
know
it's
you're
complicated.
live, right? She might watch this.
She's not watching.
Okay, but
It's
honestly,
reruns.
I want that's rerun.
Really?
But I want you to concentrate more on your career, okay? Because you're an intelligent person. Stop. I know people have not always given you credit for what you deserve in life, but this is your man that you're going to help in many ways, and he's going to help you. You drive.
Yeah,
Do you know what speed limits are?
obviously, yeah.
You want to get a speeding ticket? Then I'm going to tell you to stop speeding. You're going to get caught. You're going to be talking on your cell, not paying attention to what you're doing. This is preventable by me warning you ahead of time. Because I don't want to see you rear-ending somebody, because you could not handle if somebody got hurt because you were careless. So please be very careful about it, okay? And your friend here, Anthony, his mind wanders when he drives. He has to bring himself back into reality.
Oh, when I'm driving, it's like what they call moving meditation.
Yeah.
You know, that's when sometimes I just like to let my music go, and others I like to listen to podcasts.
Right.
Dr. Eric Thomas, he
Right.
is phenomenal.
I had, what's his name? Edward from the
NAACP.
Right. I had the executive director on my show a couple of years ago or 3 years ago. Edward, somebody who was a minister. What a beautiful man. And, you know, and I had him on there. But I see you represent. So you don't represent just one culture. You represent
All cultures.
everybody.
All cultures.
Even the pink, blue, and yellow. No, I mean
even the racists.
yeah.
The racists, I love the racists, for
Me too.
real. I love to have the conversations, not to try to prove that they're ignorant for their thinking,
No.
for their way of thinking, but to convert them. You know, and I've actually done it before.
Yeah. You have friend Tony, who's a friend of mine as well.
I love Tone.
He and I don't always agree on things on Facebook.
He told me.
And he speaks very highly of you. And I think very highly of him too with his
He's
wife.
phenomenal.
Yeah. I knew him when he was
I'm
having his
so
own
proud
TV
of
show.
him. I'm
Yeah.
proud of all my freemen. Like, we're really, really doing it. It's like no matter how
Tony.
hard it gets,
Yeah.
no matter where Satan tries to steal our joy, we all come together. We'll make a phone call. Next thing you know, it's a conference call, and we all encouraging each other. Then like, you know what? I can do this. You know, and that's what we do for each other. And I'm so proud of them from where they were to where they are today. Anthony is, you know, he's now a reporter for
Yeah, he was
Granite
telling me.
State Collaborative.
Yeah, he gave me one of his work is. And one thing, like I said, he and I don't always agree. And trust me, I don't have a lot of them. But you know what? We do it with love with each other. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if the thing that bothers me is if I don't agree with somebody like Ryan Gorman will tell me I'm a racist, I'm a prejudiced, I'm bigoted, or you name. And I said to him one day, live my lifestyle. You don't know what prejudice is in New Hampshire. I tell you, live the way I live. You know? But we don't need all this hate.
At all.
You know?
At all.
You know? And it's frightening when cause on the west side, I love the west side. And I'll tell you what, if you get elected, you work with Bill Berry, you got it made.
Say that again?
Bill Berry is an
Bill
alderman.
Berry? Alderman,
on
yeah,
110.
Alderman
He
Bill
and I
Berry.
work well together. We really do. We help the Sweetie Park. He and I work well to get that squared away. It's a beautiful park now.
It
we
really
love it.
is.
It really is. And my heart breaks only because I'm seeing homeless people there. My concern is, if you are elected, what are we going to do to help these homeless people? I know they get a lot of money to help them, but my concern is how much of it is actually going. And the mayor won't answer me.
Yeah, she won't answer a lot of people with that one. And this is my answer. So I work with the homeless, the houseless all the time. They know who I am, you know, and not all of them are there because of irresponsibility. I've met this couple in particular, and they both have a job, but they get paid minimum wage, a little bit over minimum wage. Yeah. And before, when COVID hit, they can't work. They went behind in bills, as a lot of us did. And so they made a deal with their landlord, and they were paying them what they can when they can and going back and forth. And he said, it's beautiful. One mistake they did do, they didn't get it in writing. So when Governor Sununu lifted the ban,
on eviction,
the ban on evictions, they were evicted.
Didn't they apply for that rent help from the COVID government thing?
Nobody knows how to get that.
So
they do it naturally.
That's the thing. Yeah,
you have to get it from the state.
First thing is, we know about it, but we can't put our level of intellect, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on someone else. they weren't in the places because before someone brought it to me, I didn't know it existed. So one of the things that I'm doing is bringing awareness back to let the people know there's so many resources, but not everyone knows that these resources are here. They're not screaming and shouting, hey, you can come over here and get your rent paid. They're not doing that. So it's up to us to go to do it for them. It's a mind state. Homelessness is a mind state. So to help, what would I do to help it? I would bring more mental health workers. We need to raise the minimum wage first and foremost, because a person has to be able to make a living wage somewhere where they can actually strive instead of barely survive. Once they make a livable wage, now we also need mental health treatment. A lot of people are lacking mentally. It's a mental problem. It's a mental health issue.
A lot of homeless people.
Homeless, and even when you're addicted to drugs. When you're addicted to drugs, a lot of them are taking these drugs to run from the truth, so they don't have to face the trauma or whatever may have happened to them. Man, I've talking to some people out here raped by their father. Mother caught the father raping her. And then because she didn't want to lose the man, she kicked her daughter out.
Yeah.
That's an ancient story.
And now she's out here prostituting. Now she's a sex worker. And I talk to her when I see her on the street, and I always encourage her, like, you could do this. You don't have to be that. And it's like once we help the people get their mind back on track, because if we give them $10 million in $1 million house, and they're unstable mentally, they're not gonna have it for long.
No.
So instead of saying just put them into a house or get them, we need to work on their mental health. That will eliminate a lot of homelessness. It would eliminate a lot of crime. It would eliminate a lot of drug addicts. People addicted to some form of drug. By just bringing mental health workers in. Now, when we couple that with raising the minimum wage and actually giving them love and support, actually actively listening to them when they speak instead of just treating them like, oh, you're a junkie, so I'm not going to listen to you. And I've seen it happen a lot of times. I've seen they try to go in the store. People don't want them in the store, but they actually have money to go buy something this time. But they're judged a lot. And there was a time where I was homeless. I'll never forget this day. September 1st, 2019. Me and my queen, we have roots. And I needed to move, we needed to move out of where we were into a better apartment because we have roommates and it just wasn't working out. So I had a friend say, oh, I got this beautiful condo, 15 Mount St. Mary's in Hooksett. Went and seen it. It was really beautiful. You walk in, the place outside looks like a castle. You go in, it's marble flooring. It's a beautiful place. And so he's like, just give me $1,500 a month. And I'm like, no problem. So we move in and we bring all our stuff. And so we move in in September. No, it's not September. I'm sorry. We move in September. In January, like 5 o'clock in the morning, bo, 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 there's this beat on the door. And I'm like, who is that at my house? I open the door, it's Hooksett Police Department. With what they said was the owner of the condo. And I started laughing like, they're like, you're evicted. And I'm like, what? I was like, I just paid my rent a couple of days ago. You got the wrong house. And he's like, no, I'm here with the owner. I'm like, the owner is a friend of mine. And he's like, no. So I tried to call this friend of mine. To this day, he hasn't picked up the phone. Come to find out, not only does he not own it, we moved in September. He hadn't paid rent since April. So now it's January. They're giving us 7 minutes to get out. I'm pleading with this guy. He don't want to hear it. And I got to understand them. You think I'm attached to this guy and I'm him, but I'm not. We was actually responsible paying our rent. And so we had to get out. So me and my queen, we lived in a car. And was it my fault? Yeah, it was still my fault because I didn't do the proper paperwork. I didn't get it signed. I didn't do no notary. I didn't get in the receipts. So yes, that was a life lesson, a hard life lesson I had to learn, thinking that I can just trust any and everybody. And even if I do trust you, business-wise, if I'm going into a deal with you, it should always be documented.
Actually, yeah.
And so I learned the hard way. So we were homeless for some months, and we got it right. We got back on track, and now we're not. But I know how it feels. Watching my queen sleep in the car, like, it hurt my heart. Like, there's one thing I told my queen is I would never lead her into a brick wall. And I remember I couldn't stand her sleeping in the car, so we went and got a hotel. But we couldn't afford a hotel every single night. But this night, I'm like, we're getting one. And so we got a hotel, and I couldn't sleep. And I'm just watching my queen sleep. And I wake her up, and I'm like, babe, I know I told you I'd never lead us into a brick wall. Do you think I am doing that? And she looked at me and said, babe, do you see all the blessings we have? We got a beautiful car. We got a phenomenal business. God is blessing us so much. This is just Satan bothering us. Can I go to sleep? And when she did that so nonchalantly, it like lifted off everything. Like, you know what? I do got this. We got on our knees and prayed, and then God started making things happen. Now, we had to get up and move, but where it became impossible, God made it possible for us. He put us in front of the right people, and we capitalized on the opportunity. You know, and I know how it feels, so I want everyone to have this feeling of triumph, of overcoming, you know, and so my heart goes out to the homeless, you know, and so I just want to see them come back into the fold of love, peace, prosperity.
Yeah. I had to, like when my son and I, we went through hell and back. You know, I lived in a one-room cockroach at Haven, but you know what? We stuck together. You know, no matter what it was. I had, and then, of course, then we moved to Manchester. I thought I had it all. I mean, I had good martinis, I had a good apartment, I had everything that money could buy. The person I was with and I, we shared the apartment. I had a bar that you would have loved. You know, the disco light, the mirror, you know, everything. But I was never happy. I had to. I was working in a nursing home in Derry, and one day my ride didn't show up, so I got, you know, God had a plan. And I walked home in November, and it was cold, but I walked home, and I just started crying, and then I ended up going to the shelter to eat.
Humbling. That's a humbling experience.
I really used to, and I gotta say, because I used to make fun of them. You know what I mean? I mean, on payday, I'd buy 2 cartons of cigarettes, but don't touch me when I give it to them. But the Spirit said, okay, now you're going to learn. And I went in, and they had delicious food in there. And the people still, and each day,
You're talking about the shelter.
Huh?
Yeah.
And this woman, her name was Teresa, I'll never forget her. Talk about somebody being a saint. She gave me a pair of moccasins. I started crying because no one had ever done that before. I still have them stored away, you know. And that was the beginning of my new life. Getting sober, finding out, and like you know. So when people tell you or I, we know when they're BSing us.
Pretty much.
You know. And I love it when they try to do stuff like that, you know? You're going to do I got to say this to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're going to do a hell of a lot of traveling. I actually see you going you're actually going to Europe.
Modeling. That's where you
And you are going to be, but I'm going to say, give yourself until 40.
40 for what?
you're going to be so you don't have to work anymore.
Oh yeah.
But you're always going to be that innocent-looking player.
I like to be a nice guy. I don't like to play
But
games.
still, you're gonna, I don't. I'm not going to say how.
I don't
I'm
think he
saying
knows
that.
what player.
Okay, a
the word
player
he's
is
using.
you
Yeah.
can,
Different definition.
if you wanted to, you can make a great salesman. I will always have that innocent look, and they're not
A
going to
likable face.
right. They're not going to know if you're serious. They're not going to know if you're not, because you're going to have that dry sense of humor, which is awesome.
And so when we stay with integrity with that,
Yeah.
you got those qualities plus integrity, trust, respect, and love. Oh, you can't go wrong.
No. If you want a child, that's fine, but if you don't, it's up to you to prevent. Okay? And I want to see you go places. I want to see you go. What, are you going to college now?
I'm taking a semester off to focus on modeling heavily, but I am a junior in marketing.
Saying what college?
Fitchburg State at the moment.
that's a
Well, when
good
I
college.
re-enroll.
Yeah. That's a good that's a high college. That's a good college.
Actually, I might be a sophomore. I just had last semester sophomore. I'd have to look at my credits,
Yeah.
but sophomore, junior, we'll see.
And most of the people that come on the show go to St. Anselm's.
Or Snow.
Yeah, but you're going to a great college, okay? My biggest problem is that you're taking a semester off because you're lazy.
Actually, that's not true.
Good.
When
Prove
I was
me
when I was in high school, I started taking college classes at 15,
Oh,
and I
okay.
completed a year before I graduated high
Okay,
school. So
good.
I'm
I want you to-
I've just been working hard for a long time. So I'm
I
kind
want
of
you
taking a
to,
break.
I love it when people can prove me wrong,
He's doing provoking
okay?
things. He's
But I
doing
don't
you.
want you delaying your college
Of course.
graduation. Because you need to, because a lot of people are going to say, what's your first name again? I don't remember the
Andrew.
name. Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay. People are going to say, oh, he's not going to do this or he's not going to do that. I want you to, for yourself, I want you to prove them wrong.
Of course.
Your family are very proud of you.
I'm sorry. But I agree but disagree
Okay.
because I don't feel you should ever do anything to prove somebody wrong or to prove to someone.
Right.
If you're going to prove to anyone, it should be for yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Okay,
prove to
yeah.
yourself
I
that you
wanted it
can
wrong,
do it.
yeah.
You know, because it's not about everybody else. Even with campaigning. Even, yes,
You
do
have
I
to
love
leave
the
at 5
people?
minutes.
You have to leave at 5?
Leave it.
Andrew,
Andrew
oh.
has to leave at 5.
So,
We have the big monitor.
do I
Do
love
you?
the people?
Uh,
do I want to
Then
see
stay.
them
You
change?
can stay as far as I'm concerned, but it's up to you. You just got that message there.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't.
You know, so
If there's somebody else that'd like to come on, I can give up my seat. My back is killing me. I'm gonna say.
Can I backtrack earlier?
Sure.
When I did
You
say-
bring somebody else in if you want.
Okay, because we can have a restart at
Right.
5.
Right. Can anybody else that want to come in and sit with us?
Yeah,
I'm in Glasgow.
Huh? You want to?
yeah, because my back.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't take
Well,
any.
okay, yeah, go take care of that.
Okay.
Yes,
Does anybody
right
want-
here. My
so-
brother Jason.
There you
Okay.
go. Now you can stay.
All right. John Huntwood
So-
is leaving
Hey, good luck.
the show. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate you.
about 6 inches shorter than when I started.
There you go.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I'm Norm.
Jason Norman.
Jason. Hi, Jason. So, this is your brother?
No, I just we're not.
Well,
blood
actually,
relatives, but we brothers.
you can come in too, ma'am.
That's
You guys can come in. We'll come in and say hi to everybody. No. No, it's going to
Yeah.
be coming on.
it's break right now until 5.
Hey, we lost a picture.
You don't have to be me anymore.
Okay.
I want to stay. That's
I mean, I wanted to.
Hey, hold on. Okay, you're live over there, so we're set there. We got to get...
to the people. How are you kings and queens doing out there tonight? It's a beautiful night to vote for Anthony Harris for Alderman at Large.
Yes,
now
it
we
is a
can get
beautiful
it.
night.
The picture back on. We'll be all set. We have a new gentleman, Jason.
Jason, yes, sir.
Are you campaigning for him?
Yes, I'm his biggest supporter because I believe in what he does.
You beat my question. I'm just going to ask you that.
Ask more though, by all means.
Why do you feel that he deserves to be alderman?
Because there's no me involved in his conversations. When he speaks, he speaks in terms of we and us. There's no me or I. That has not come out of his mouthpiece, and so that speaks volumes for somebody to say that to me.
He actually has my support too, as well.
I appreciate you.
I love his energy.
As do I.
Okay, I registered as a Republican, but I'm actually an independent because you have to register one or the other for the primary.
Correct. Right.
You know, but I love his energy.
Right.
I really do, and I believe we're going to work hard together, and we'll have it back on before November. We'll work hard together to get him elected.
Norm, how about you back me, help me back him?
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, if we can get that picture up there, guy.
This is the thing. Me, I'm a registered Democrat. But if the person that's going to literally affect the change is a Republican, then I'm for you. If you are independent, then I'm for you. If as long as you're righteous and you're ready to affect true change to bring the people together, I am for you. You know, this is bigger than red team, blue team. You know, Democrat, Republican. This is so much bigger than that.
Okay.
You know, in the end, we are all people. Oh, are we not on air?
No, I was doing something. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on the air now. There you are. See,
right after the good stuff.
That's what I don't. No, they can hear you still. I don't believe in the Republican. I don't believe in the Democrat. I believe in the individual.
Right. And Norm, if I may, can I piggyback off what he just said?
Yeah.
So.
As long as that piggy isn't too noisy.
Not only is this fine gentleman telling me what he wants to do, he's already set a plan in motion because we've both come to the conclusion, and I don't know if you agree or disagree, that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Amen.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I've never heard that before, dude. If you
fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this guy does not. This guy, from all accounts, sorry for the finger pointing.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
He does not plan. He doesn't. You're right. He does not plan to fail. And this is. I mean this when I finger point. He does not plan to fail.
You know, I like the way you explain the homeless.
Yes.
I've had so many politicians on, and they pass the buck. They passed. Now, Manchester got over $174 million, okay, to help the homeless and the drug. Where is that money? Nobody will
Well, this is the thing. If the people vote me in as Alderman at Large, I will tell you. I will make sure I am 100% transparent. You are not going to vote me in and then not be able to get in touch with me and not see me. I am here. And this is the beautiful part. From my perspective, even if I'm not voted in, I am still here.
Oh, yeah.
Still the decarceration organizer for American Friends Service Committee. I will still be working with the community. And I'll be working from the other side, leveraging the politicians to get the things that need to be done, to get them done.
Fell into free men. There's a reason why he is a co-founder for that. He's not talking out of nowhere. This is happening. Is action.
Are you a member of this group?
I'm sorry, sir?
Are you a member of his
I am not, but I would love. No, you know what? I would be more than honored. But back to this. The spotlight is not on me. This is on him.
Yeah.
In terms of
filling
both of
you, okay? So be prepared for me to ask both of you.
Oh, of course.
Okay. One of the things that I like about you is that you're up front. You got the energy to move.
Oh, he does.
And like my very good friend, see, I have a good friends on both parties, whether they're Republican, whether they're Democrat. I have them on both parties. So I don't like to, say, oh, I'm a Republican. I'm a Republican.
I like that.
I am a person who believes in the person.
I believe in people.
My God, you got me so overwhelmed with excitement. I love his energy. I really do. You could probably. I'll have to go home and smoke a homemade cigarette if I don't.
Norm, no. I think you're our guy.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do enjoy your energy.
As do I.
Yeah.
I when you told me you know Tone and I should talk to him, at first I didn't want to because I didn't want anyone else's prejudgments in my head. I just wanted to meet you and see what it is. And then when he told me certain things, I'm like, yo, I'm really gonna enjoy it. And most people aren't comfortable with the conversations I'm comfortable with.
Oh, and that with me also.
And I don't mind having any conversation. And if you think I'm lying when you see me out, because you will see me around Manchester, then test it.
No,
come test me.
Why don't you come test him on Saturday?
We'll be here Saturday
at 5 p.m.
5 o'clock to 8:30 at Salona Bar and Grill on 128 Maple Street.
I dare you to come test him. Take me up on that word.
I love it. I love it.
I haven't been there in years, but it used to be one of the best dining places you could go. They had the both awesome fried fish.
Is good.
I love them. I'm not
fish
supposed to.
is-
Yeah.
And then their Greek salad.
Oh, out of this world.
Oh, he's paying for my dinner. He's going to lose a chest case to me.
Oh, one of the things that I have for you is that I am very concerned. How can we improve the welfare department in Manchester? I know a couple of people.
Good question.
What would you do if you were elected? Would you investigate them? Would you?
So, right, this
too
is
many
the
people
thing.
are getting refused.
My queen, she asked me the same question. She was like, "You need to do something about it." I just met someone who, a store owner off of Wilson Street. She has a plant store, and she's telling me that there's a guy that has disabilities. She said he's mentally challenged, and he went to work. Just a buddy, a friend, just hired him on just so he can and he's working. And they took away his disability because he made $5 over the limit. But saying that he can work, but he really can't. Yeah. Because if it wasn't someone who knows him and who he is, they wouldn't take him in. Yeah. They wouldn't even have hired him in the beginning, and let alone kept him on. So it's not like he can work because he really can't. They're just want to make him feel like he's not different. He's not going to be, well, all of us are different, but he's not going to be separated from the crowd because he's mentally challenged. That's showing him love. Why are we punishing him? So you ask me, will I investigate? With all the powers that they give me, they give the people. So me, I'm one man. Do I love you? Do I care about where Manchester goes for the future? Yes. I settled down here with me and my queen. We're planning on having a family here. And
do you have a son?
Yes, I have from my previous marriage.
He's proud of you.
I love him.
How old is he?
He just turned 18.
Okay. That's awesome.
He could be very because of you setting the. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
you're good.
When the spirit comes in, I have to. He is following everything you're doing, despite what the adversity he's had. You're going to be very proud of him because he's going to be winning scholarships into college.
Amen. Oh, let's speak that into existence.
Okay, you know. And like with you got a lot of good news coming to you.
Thank you.
You worked very hard for what you have.
Thank you.
Don't be so discouraged.
Wow, you're good.
I do take it easier. But believe in you more. And you're a winner.
Thank you.
And you a winner.
Am I a winner?
Yeah.
I'm a lion. I'm a winner.
Okay. Do you believe in yourself?
Yes, there are sometimes there's doubts. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to encourage you. I know you already do, but I'm going to say it anyway when you're queen there. But what I'm going to encourage you to do, look in the mirror every day.
Ooh.
And say, I am, what's your first, Jason, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I am Jason, but you got to do it naked. Because what you're doing is you're not hiding anything else, okay? Well, look in the mirror and say, good morning, I am Jason. Today I am beautiful inside, I am beautiful outside, and I love me for who I am, not what I am. Because you can, on the outside, people can think you're a jerk or whatever. I won't say what. But, and today I am a winner. When you start believing that you are a winner, look at you. I love you. Don't
Yeah, I
you
love
agree?
this. Yes, I do. This is actually something that I say a lot.
Yeah.
Like when I met my queen almost 10 years ago.
You have a boy coming.
My queen will be happy. I hope so. I would love it. I wanted the princess though. She wants a boy.
You're going to have two.
That's what I said. We're gonna have twins. And so,
Boy and a girl.
So I asked my queen. We talk about this. You did it to me again. What I said? Oh yeah, we talk about this a lot. I did it to her when we first met. Not when we first met, but when we decided 4 years later to make it official. I said, I call you queen all the time. You always hear me saying, my queen, my queen, my queen. And I told her, I want you to say it. I waited because you have to do it naked. No pretenses. Look in the mirror and you call yourself a phenomenal queen. And when she first was like, I'm a phenomenal. I'm like, no. And I got stern. No. Be serious. I want you to look in that mirror and you say it with, like you mean it with your everything.
That's the hardest thing for
And
anybody
when
to
she
do. That
when she
really
first
is.
did, she looked. She couldn't. She broke down crying. I hugged her. We cried together. It was like, that's what I'm talking about. We do it again tomorrow.
She didn't want to go out with you at first, you know.
No, not at all.
She really didn't. She was terrified to go out with you.
Yeah,
because
she
of
didn't want me at
previous
first.
relationships, okay?
Yep.
But now, you're her, I don't want to say you're her god, but you're her king. I'll put it that way, okay? You two have overcome so many battles or roadblocks that's what makes you and her, as a couple, a winner. They're buying a new house.
I love this.
You know what I like about you guys, you two? About you two, there's a commonality, what I just deciphered in what you guys just said. In terms of the word king, I'm deciphering that when you guys say king, it's not for anybody else's validation, it's because you yourself believe that you're a king.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I believe I am the greatest one going. You know,
High five
and if
for that.
you don't, thank you.
High
If
five
you
for
don't
that.
believe
Already.
in that, okay. My problem used to be, I would have an ego way out here, okay, and I would not. I mean, when I did my TV show, I'd come in afterwards and I'd be Mr. TV Store. When I did the psychic event and all that,
Sure.
and I wouldn't talk to anybody. Then one day, a lady said, when are you going to drop your ego? I go, what are you talking about? You know? So I was in the bathroom at the old studio. I loved the old one. And I looked in the mirror, and all of a sudden Spirit said, who the hell do you think you are? I can take this all away from you. You're not the star.
Just like that.
You know? You're not that big person that you, because I would not sit with the other reader. You know, I was too, Danny. So I went out. And everybody said, oh, because I said, I have something to say. They said, oh, no, here we go again. And I said, I had an
Epiphany.
epiphany, thank you. And I looked at it and I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the star. One lady says to me, "Oh, let me put this all down on Facebook. People can hear you say that." That's how big my ego was.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
lit a fiery coal on their head,
right.
huh?
That is
said,
funny.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, like, you're the star of my show. You're the star of my show. I am only a tool that brings the people together. Here goes that song again, Come Together Now. Remember that song, right? Come together
right now.
Yeah.
Over me.
Yeah.
Shum, dum,
Yeah.
dum.
And-
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I listen to all genres of music.
Me too. But, and where I live in a, not the best apartment in the world, but you know when it's home.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make your home your castle.
Yes.
Okay? Out back, we made a new lawn out back.
Holy
and
sanctuary.
out front, we put in flowers. And I live across the street. You and Bill Barry will get along great.
I'm going to have to give Bill Barry a call.
Please do.
Yeah.
I told you to.
I'm going to call him tomorrow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him a
awesome.
call.
Because you're on the same
Brent
page.
Barry?
Bill Barry.
Bill Barry.
110.
Gotcha.
Okay. He and I work so hard, and I still go out, and if I see those people throwing paper on the ground, I get all upset. My pet peeve. I really do. If I see them putting cigarettes on them, we got trash buckets.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
And I never, ever, I don't care if you smoke. That's your choice. But if you got to put your cigarette butt on the ground, I have a problem with that.
Agreed.
I got hypnotized for cigarette smoking, actually, right here on my show.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, 8.5 years, almost 8.5 years ago. Right?
How does
Yeah.
How does one hypnotize?
hypnosis feel?
It's awesome. The guy Matt Connerton, he used to be my co-host, and he hypnotized me for it. And I said to myself, "You're right." I had a pack of cigarettes just in case it didn't work, and I bought a lighter just in case it didn't work, So I'm going down, I'm going to light up a cigarette, and all of a sudden Spirit said, "What the hell are you doing?" I gave it to this homeless man. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I gave it to this man who was homeless and a brand new light. Then he turns around and says, "You got any cash?" I said, "I just gave you a pack of cigarettes."
There's my
Father,
guy.
forgive them for they know not
Right.
what they do.
And it was a pack of
Oh my
Marlboros.
gosh.
You know.
I'm dead.
But, oh yeah. And I look at what it costs for cigarettes today.
It's arm and a leg.
Ooh,
What, $8 to $9, and you go to Massachusetts.
11.
And so,
11.83.
do you smoke?
I switched to vape. What is it called? Vape?
That's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All that
smoke.
stuff that you vaping in goes
Yeah.
into your lungs. The water, whatever, goes into your lungs. Check it out. Check it out. I've read it. That's the easiest way for your lungs to collapse.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I tried it with pot one day, and that was enough for me. I got two. But how do you? I want to see marijuana legalized, to be honest with you. Because
Me also.
I had my doctor. She can't come out and tell me it's okay because of this, they had to remove cancer from my breast, and there again, the spirit worked and other things. And when I go home at night, I'm not going to lie about it. People know it anyway. I like to enjoy a joint because that helps me to sleep and it helps me to
This
relax.
is what I say. It's like, I remember
Should be
as
our
a
choice.
child, they had these war on drugs, and this is your brain on drugs. You smoke weed, you sit in the chair, you don't get up. If you're lazy, you're lazy. It doesn't take weed to do it. And then you learn all the beautiful municipal principles in it. How it subsides. It's the best painkiller.
It is.
Because there's no additives in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it should be legalized recreational. Look at all the bordering states in New Hampshire, they're all legal.
Everything in New Hampshire is so puritanic. They go backwards instead of forward. Like, I will give Lou Del Cedron credit. He wanted to have a casino in this state, and I'm in favor of that. I mean, haven't you got, you got your casinos already in South Willow Street. And when you buy the Mega ticket, isn't that gambling?
And you got Boston Billiards.
Yeah. And you got all these different revenue. Why can't we take in the taxes and improve our economy? I just read on the TV.
You definitely can and make it retail, and that's
Yeah,
what they do.
well,
in
Same thing
Massachusetts.
if they were to legalize weed and have the dispensaries.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
we can stop taking from our public schools
Mm-hmm.
and raising property taxes that are already the housing value is super low.
Right.
So, and you raise those property taxes, and when you do that, well, the ones that live there can't afford to live there now.
I'm in favor of rent control.
If we was to do that, then now we don't have to take from our public schools no more. Use it from that. You know, in Massachusetts, the first week of a dispensary is like $100 and something million.
Colorado, they're sending money out to other states for their education. I have a friend of mine who owns a big dispensary where they go, and he actually goes to the Amazon, and I don't know how he gets it. I don't want to know how it comes over here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he makes at least $8 to $10 million a year.
See,
And the money that he can't put it in the bank because it's not federally okayed.
Mm-hmm.
So what he does is he sends it to education to different people. And he pays for a lot of kids who can't afford to go to college. He'll do that. So this is what we need. We need funding like that to pay for education.
We need it because right now, the system is broken. I mean,
So
look
broken.
at Beach Street. Look at Beach Street Elementary.
So broken.
90% free lunch. Prior to this, everyone's on free lunch thing. They're on free lunch, which means they're on welfare.
Right.
Which means it's a one-family home because you can't be on welfare if you got two parents.
Really?
Let me recant that. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I've always seen if you're a single dad, then you can get on the welfare and for your kid, you know, if you're a single mom. But then they tell you can't have nobody living in your house. You can't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. And I've seen it even with my own mom, you know, and so when COVID hit, Beach Street Elementary, 62% are failing in at least 1 or 2 grades.
Great.
Now, is it the kids' fault if their parents are irresponsible? Is it their kids' fault that the parents can't afford to get Wi-Fi?
No,
Can't afford a laptop?
it's our fault.
And so this is the thing. We need to find something to compensate other than raising taxes and taking money from schools and deprogramming these schools. Because if I was living in an area where my property value is high, then I pay lower school taxes. And my school is super funded. You know, and so what we need to do is stop taking from our youth. They literally are our future. So why do we want to make them lack in anything, have them lack in anything? They need that education. If you keep this school down, well, guess what? Not too many teachers are going to go want to teach there. And, you know, it just creates, it starts it when they're young. And then they got to grow up with this. So I feel like we definitely, that would actually be a beautiful idea.
Right. I live right near the one of the private Catholic schools, St. Ralph's Church and St. Benedict School, I think it's called. And my heart cries because I see all these young children wearing masks, not socializing, not, you know. Didn't you socialize when you were in school?
Of course.
Didn't you? Yeah.
Of course I did.
But I knew I had a disability. I was considered in a porn class in town, but I still socialized. You know, I may not have been good at sports. I may not have been good at anything, but that's okay. You know, I knew how to fight.
It definitely is.
You know?
It definitely is.
Know? But right now, until they improve our school system, I'm in favor of homeschooling.
So this is the thing with me. I'm not gonna say I oppose or support that. I feel if you want your child to be homeschooled and you have what it takes to actually give them the education that they deserve, then I support you.
See,
You know,
but
on the flip side, if you want to leave your kid in school and you feel that's best for him, I support that also. You know, so with me it's like I keep hearing Black lives matter. All lives matter. Vaccinated, unvaccinated. And all I keep hearing and seeing when I hear that is division. Everyone is divided now. Social distance. Yes, COVID it has run rampant through our country and has murdered a lot of people around the world. But I'm a firm believer of not living in fear. You know, I fear no one but God. God said he didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power. You know, so I walk in that power. And so I feel like even if you're going to mask up, that does not mean we can't come and talk to each other. We can't go out to eat. You know, come together with the people again. Yeah. You know, God put us here. Are we different culturally? Yes. But then, does that mean we can't love each other? No, it doesn't. We have to come together. That's what it's for. And especially in America. Remember, give me all your weary, all your, you know, that's America's slogan. That's America's slogan, you know. Yeah. This is a melting pot. Yeah. Everybody here, literally, everyone except the American Indian is an immigrant.
You know what?
This was none of our land.
I agree. I am not a. I have no problem losing to an opponent, but I will not lose to fear.
No, I won't lose.
Amen.
You know what? Because I've seen a lot of obstacles like you have in my life, but every obstacle always happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I was blind for 7 years, 5 to 7 years, and I had surgery done. And I look around and I say, wow, because you know what? It taught me how.
God's grace.
Yeah, it helped me to understand people who are, disabled, as my friend John says, not handicapped, disabled. And then, you know, I'm actually glad I had the cancer because it taught me to have a better understanding of other people. Mm-hmm. Whatever adversities I had, there's always a reason for it. Do I always like it? No. But you know what? No one said that life is going to be full of cherry. What is it? Forrest Gump said life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
You know, and isn't that true though?
It really is.
You know, you're an old soul. By the way, you're an old soul. And the one thing I will tell you that you were actually an emperor. Whew. This is why you had that leading technology today that you want to be continued. But you are also making up the bad emperor that you were in your past life.
I can definitely see that.
I'm going to challenge you to look at Nigeria back in the late 1700s. See if you can reflect on that.
I definitely will.
You, my young man, have a lot of traveling to do. You like to travel?
I do like to travel, and yes, I do need to travel more. I have a lot of traveling.
You have a hell of a lot more traveling.
You seem to know a lot about me without me revealing much.
That's why I do the readings that I
17.
do. Okay? But everything you have, you've worked very hard for.
Thank you.
Okay? I will also tell you, I don't see you with cancer.
Thank you.
I don't see you with blood pressure problems. What I do see you with the pity pot problem.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
You've got to stop feeling sorry. This guy, listen to what he's going to tell you. He's never going to steer you wrong. And let go of your past. You can't change it. It's, all you can do is learn from it.
How do you know this just by looking at me?
I look at your aura. And I go through that. And I look. Your mother was very powerful spiritually, by the way.
But I thought I had a good poker face.
Yeah, I love the poker place.
No, not the poker place, my poker face.
I love it. I love it. You know, I really do get easier to read that way. You know what? Something happened to me the other, and I can understand. Please don't misunderstand all this. I went to I did a psychic party with all different race, and I was the only white Caucasian there, And at first, I felt a little uncomfortable. But then, you know what? I felt great. I looked at I look at your spirit, okay? And there was like 12 to 14 men. There was a lot of alcohol and a lot of the other stuff going on. And I've been saying, no, please, because you could feel the anger with some of the people because I was there. And now I can understand a lot more of what the minority goes through. I had to do this. And I'm not patting myself on the back.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not good. I love it, by the way, when you call me king, by the way. But I love it when because everything in life has a lesson.
I love it. I love it when a person can get an understanding, especially with the BIPOC.
Yeah.
You know, we had to overcome some of the most horrendous conditions to be in this country.
Yeah.
And I love Manchester particularly because it's diverse. It's very diverse, and it shows us how far we came as a country. There was one time I was considered 1/5 of a person. And now today, I'm running for Alderman at Large on Rev Norm's show.
Thank you.
And this shows the progress. It shows the progress, and we're not gonna stop now. We're gonna keep it moving. It's time for us to come together. And when a person can step on the other side and get that type of lived experience, and step in someone else's shoes, that's priceless. You can't buy it. There's no school that's gonna teach it.
By the way, get that tattoo you want.
You can't buy it, and I love it because now you have an understanding. You can understand the community better.
Right.
You know, and that's all we all want. We want to be loved. We want to be able to depend on people. We want to be understood, and we want to be heard. And so I'm here to bring it all. Like I said earlier, I can't do it by myself, but what I can do by myself is love and support you.
You want to tell everybody who you are?
My name is Anthony Leroy Harris, and I am running for Alderman at Large for the city of Manchester.
Your website?
And you can look me up at Anthony Harris Anthony Harris formanchester.com. You can get in touch with me at anthonyharris.4nh@gmail.com, and you can meet me, talk to me, ask me whatever you want to ask me. And on Saturday, the 11th, at Salona Bar and Grill on 128 Maple Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Just don't ask him for a date because he's already taken. See, you're very flirtatious without you realizing it.
I am?
You really are. Okay. And that's okay, but that's...
Baby, I don't mean it, baby. Baby, I don't mean it. I love you. You know I love you.
She's watching, isn't she?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is, I don't mean that in a bad way, but because you're flirtatious, because that is your outgoing personality.
This is just
you.
me.
You're more shy.
Really?
Yeah. When you want to, you finally will build up the courage to meet somebody.
Somewhat.
Yeah. You're not going to be rejected.
I am the man.
You are the man.
I love it. No,
you really are. Are you in a relationship right now?
I'm not.
Okay, are you ready for one?
Not at the moment.
No.
Yeah, I just want to.
Do you feel like you're worthy of a relationship? I know this is your show, but...
Oh, no.
Right now, I want to get at peace with myself first. I can't offer anybody my whole if I haven't given myself my whole yet.
BS.
Oh, actually, I believe that. My queen, when I met her, I told her, right now, I was going through a transition in the very beginning of it. And I told her, right now, I cannot treat you like the queen you deserve to be treated like. So I'm not going to play with your heart because I had mine crushed before.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be platonic friends. And as long as you can handle that, I can handle that. And that's what we were for 4 years. And
Thank you.
after that, I had to chase her. and I showed her. I showed her every single day that I love you. Because love is a verb, which means it's an action. It's a group of actions that you do to show people or a person that you love them. You know, and then after you show them, then it's good to hear.
I used to use that 4-letter word love with all 4 marriages, you know. And when I never meant it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like kissing, I don't like hugging, I don't like cuddling, I don't like my body touched, period.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I have what we
That's
call
a first for me.
I have what they call a disconnected personality. Okay. I will love someone as much as I'm capable of. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna I can't I even change the channel if there's too much on.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're a cuddler.
Me? What? Oh.
You are.
I
too.
get it.
Yeah.
I'm a big teddy bear. I love cuddling. What? Oh, man.
That's like I don't like my food touching when I go out to dinner or whatever.
I love it. It's the love. You can't just do it with anyone.
No.
But like with my queen, it's like, she's so phenomenal, and she's done wonders in my life.
Yeah, I just gotta tell you, she thinks you are too.
And thank you. And I remember when I told her that I don't want to do anything dark anymore. I just want to get my life right with God and elevate. And I was scared to tell her this. And when I told her, she looked at me and she said, you know what, babe? I never wanted you to do any darkness anyway. So I'll hold us down until you get it right. Now, throughout the first 4 years, she asked me to be her manager 3 times. And all 3 times I told her no. Because it wasn't a sexual tension. The connection was so beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it. And if I would have been around you every day, as far as being your manager, I would have probably ruined it. So I just kept telling her no. And that day, when she said that to me, I looked in her eyes and I was like, you got my everything. And I do the business. She does the hair. Teamwork make the dream work.
So you work together as a team.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yes.
like Scott and I work together as a team. I am very spoiled. I really am. I mean, I know how to he cooks breakfast for me. He makes the bed. He does everything. I am very, very spoiled. And I love being spoiled, you know.
Yeah.
But I also spoil him. In
See,
return.
I get spoiled in love and appreciation. She cooks. She's an excellent cook. She thinks she could cook better than me, but she can't. But I love her food, and she's a chef. We're both chefs.
You are in trouble.
We keep telling each other. I told her, pick the dish. We both cook the same one. No one can watch us, and then we'll see. Yeah. But she spoils me with love and affection, and her cooking is magnificent.
I'm the prep cook. I cut everything up, and he does the cooking. I taught him how to cook.
Oh, y'all cook together?
Oh, yeah. I taught him how to cook, cook away. Everything he does is very precise. Like, I'm always a pinch of this, a dab of that, By the way, you and me got a really nice young lady that you're going to be very happy with.
Okay.
And I'm looking at, she's going to teach you, and you're going to meet him through her. Actually, your queen. You know his queen,
that was
right?
interesting.
Yeah. You're going to meet her through your queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See how that goes.
And you're going to look at her and go, no. The biggest problem I believe that you have, Jason, is that you got to let go and believe in you. Okay. That's why I gave you the card. Call me sometime and we'll talk.
All right.
Okay? When you start saying, you know what, like we just said, winner. See, he's your biggest fan. I got to tell you right now, you could go rob a bank and he would not believe you did it. Okay? Because you have that persona that can look very innocent. But then the sad part is your conscience will be your guide, and you would never. That's like when I got sober, I had to go back and pay all the churches back for the money I conned them out of. Okay, and I conned a lot of them out of it, And then I had to do that, and I go, wow, what is going on? Like with you, it's amazing. When we start facing, and like with you, when we start facing reality,
Yes.
I don't always like it.
But it's always worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Man, do I have the money that I used to have? No, I do not. Not by far. No. But when I tell you, I am so happy. Like, I am genuinely happy.
And it shows.
And I had a lake house. I was on Lake Horace in Ware, New Hampshire. My own private beach. 3 stories high was my house. Boat with a boat dock, 42-foot pontoon party boat, jet skis. I had it all. But yet, every Sunday, I kayak the perimeter of Lake Horace. And as I'm kayaking, I am crying, like bawling, crying, like asking God, like, why do I feel this way? I thought that to achieve a house, a Mercedes-Benz, and to get all of these things was the definition of success and would make me happy. And when I obtained it, I realized that it's just a whole bunch of materialistic nothingness.
Yeah, like with me.
And so as I'm kayaking and feeling this pain, this hurt, this emptiness inside, I'm asking God, I'm like, you know what? I thought this was it, and it's not. I can't do it. You lead. So you tell me what you want me to do, and I'm going to listen to you this time. And I said, but please, let me keep all my things. And of course he said, no. But then, he brought my queen into my life. He helped me walk that path back to him. And in walking that path back to him, I found myself again. And now in finding me, I started loving me. And in loving me, now that I love myself, I understand what it is. Now I can give it.
Yeah, because, the word love, we can always, you cannot give anyone a true love until you love yourself.
Amen. Firm believer.
And I've been through a lot of relationships, so, I use that word love so easy. Oh, yeah, hon. Goodbye, I love you.
A lot of people do.
The true meaning of love comes from the heart.
Agreed.
True meaning. And like I said,
Amen.
the lady that I do see, well, she's going to be like 5 to 7 years older than you.
Okay.
Okay? Very intelligent.
Okay.
She's not going to put up with any bull crap from you.
I hope not.
Okay? She will smack you on the bottom. Oh, you might like that, though, so we won't say that.
Oh, Norm! Oh,
on that note.
But the one thing that this is what I like about my show, because I am upfront. I have a lot of fun with it, and I love the energy that you have.
Be blunt.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Last week we had paranormals come in. I'm not sure if I'm going to have them back on again, but that's okay. I don't believe in going and bothering the spirit without permission.
Me neither.
Okay. Yeah. Do I believe they're in spirit? Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I have a man that's in my house. Mr. Monopoly. The man with a top hat and a beard.
The beard.
Yeah, I have. He looks like that in my house, and I'm not going to make him move because he doesn't. He's my super guard. And that's like the one time I had this man and woman. And I had my dog that I had Chihuahua. Okay, and these two gentleman and his wife come in quite intoxicated, and they said, "You're going to read me." I go, "No, I'm not." "Yeah, you are." I go, "No, I'm not." All of a sudden, my little doggie, her tail went up like this. I never saw 2 drunken, overweight people running down the hall. Of course, I didn't have my camera.
Chihuahua, them ankle biters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
they
she
hurt.
was my baby.
They hurt.
Oh, yeah.
That's too funny.
And actually, the producer of the show, or the one that works here at the cable here, gave me my doggie. I had him for like 17 years.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
You're blessed. You
Yeah,
are so blessed.
I am. I'm really, every day I realize
listening to
that.
you like, oh man, you are so blessed.
But you know what? I needed my path to be where I am. Just like with you. You needed your path.
You know,
and I won't change
the
it.
prodigal son.
Yeah.
We have returned.
Yeah. And I think about, I used to feel sorry for myself. My dad didn't love me. My brothers and sisters didn't love me. Then wait a minute. How, when am I going to grow up and stop blaming everybody else for my own? And that's what you had to do.
Yes,
and
I
that's
did.
what you have to do. Stop blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong.
You know what I've been trying to tell myself? I'm trying to contend with.
Hold up. Time out. Try to pick up that bottle.
Which bottle?
That one in front of you right there. Try to pick it up. Nope, you picked it up. I said try to pick it up. So, I'm going to tell you, trying is susceptible to failure. As long as you're trying to do something, you're not doing it. If you were thirsty and dehydrated and this water was in front of you and you were trying to do it, you would die of dehydration before you actually took a sip. Yeah. In this, we don't try. We're going to do it or we're not going to do it. We're going to make that decision. Trying is straddling the fence. God don't like lukewarm. No.
And you know what else I don't believe? Yeah. You know what I don't believe in?
Anytime
I don't believe the word failure.
Neither do I.
Failure is only in a person's mind.
No, Big Sean said it himself. It's not a failure, it's a life lesson.
Life lesson.
Absolutely. If you want to walk around, I can't do this. Don't waste my time. I don't have time. I will help you. I will work with you, but I will refuse to do the work for you.
For you.
And you're the same way, and so are you. And I have to see you going back to school.
How'd you know? Wow. I don't know how to respond.
You would make a great counselor.
He's on point tonight. He's on point. That spirit is moving.
See, one thing about you, you have a very compassionate heart. So use it for you.
Did you say art?
Heart.
Oh.
Are you an artist?
I am somewhat.
That is your psychic ability. Yeah, everybody has psychic. You and I, we have a motor mouth. Yeah. But we believe it. That's your ability to help mankind. Yours is if you go back into artwork, because I will tell you now that if you're doing artwork, you release a lot of your negative energy, and you'll bring it into a positive.
Okay.
Okay. You're also a person who is very intelligent, but you're not giving yourself credit. Have you made mistakes? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you a failure? Absolutely not. Take the bull by the horn. I was going to say something that they're on TV, so I can't, But take the bull by the horns and go with it.
Thank you.
Okay, you can do it. You drive, right?
Yes.
You walk.
Yes.
You work.
Yes.
Okay. Those are all winning factors, aren't they?
Yes.
You get yourself out of bed.
Yes.
You go potty pool. Okay. You eat, you cook, or whatever. You live by yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to keep your apartment clean. Oh, by the way, did your grandmother pass?
Yeah, last year.
She wants to know if you know how to use a vacuum cleaner.
I do.
Okay. She said, when you going to use it?
This guy is funny.
Do you understand what she means by that?
Oh, I understand.
And she said, why are you letting your dishes pile up in the sink?
Why don't I clean up my mess?
Your grandmother is really very proud of you.
You would have been a great rapper with your double entendres.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah. See, your grandmother loves you.
Thank you.
Okay. Stop doubting the love.
Fair enough.
You are your own person. Don't change for... I love what you said. Don't change for anybody. In other words...
Exactly.
Change for yourself.
Change for you.
What you said, what I said to him, because the people... Andrew, that was his name. People are waiting for him to fall. Mm-hmm. Okay? Like they did you. And like they have in me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we're not going to give them that satisfaction.
No, not at all. But this is the thing with me. It's like, you can inspire me to move forward, to go higher, but you can't discourage me to turn back.
No.
Those ones, I still love you. I'm just gonna love you from a distance.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
afar.
there you
You
go.
know, and the thing about it with me is I'm not naive enough to think everybody is going to like me and love me. It's okay. I'm still gonna like you and love you.
Yeah.
You know, and if there's something I can do for you, I'll do it.
And I'm the same way. You know, I don't expect everybody to believe in what I do. It may be rather boring. Am I better than any other psychic? No. Am I worse than any other? No. I am where I'm supposed to be. Okay.
Amen.
And I get. I had a lady call me on the show the other day, and she said, probably about like 3-4 years ago. I mean, she tried to ruin me on Facebook. She tried to ruin my reputation. And all of a sudden, she calls me on Facebook and says, by the way, you were right. My daughter had two children. She had twins. Can I set up an appointment with you? And I looked at her and I said, you can't afford me. You know, because, I mean, and I forgave her because you have to. I cannot allow, like, you got to stop allowing the other negative energy. You got to work on you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. You got, I want to, you know what? I'm going to give you and I'll know if you do it or not. That's what I like.
Okay.
I want you to go all, because you're a volcano ready to explode. You have a lot of hidden anger.
That's what my ex told me. She told me I'm like a raging bull in a china shop.
You really are. And I'm going to, that's what I would tell you. Use your artwork. Because see, what you're doing, and I think you're going to agree with, what you're doing is you've got it all bottled up.
Mm-hmm.
To have a gentleman like this on your side is cool.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
even if you blow up, he's still going to smile.
I got
He
you.
might smack you. What we call a spiritual smack.
No. Yeah, spiritual
Okay,
spiritual
that's what I
smack.
mean.
Yeah, we spiritual
And-
smack.
But he might, spiritually smack you or whatever.
Yeah, of
but he's
course.
also going to listen to you. I'm going to give you, I want you to start writing out, because you're going to go all the way back to childhood.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to go all, and then do not, whenever you write, if the letter is misspelled, I can't spell. I don't know how I graduated from school. I am not. Are you a good speller?
Am I good at spelling? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm excellent at
No,
spelling.
not me. Are you?
I'm one of
I'm
those
good.
rare ones that I love math and English.
Ugh. I used to tape record and take a nap while I was in college so I could get it up, But I would challenge you to write down your emotional feelings from as far back as you can remember.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's worth it.
It really
It's
is.
one of the things that we
You
do in
have
Cullen
to
and
do it
Freeman.
with- yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the kids, you have to write it with ink on plain white paper. Do not write on the back side of the paper, but write it out. And if you misspell a word, leave it.
Okay.
You can't use the computer. You have to use your hand.
Fair enough.
You're good at the computer, aren't you?
Decent, but I'm more into literacy. I like reading and writing.
Okay. And I'm going to encourage you to even do that more. Get your behind back into college. You have a high school diploma, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 1 year of college?
2 years.
2 years. Okay. Don't need a quarter.
Yeah.
Don't allow anyone to say, I told you so. You agree with that, right? Because didn't they tell you and I that?
Man,
And I
if
smile.
I believed what people told me I was going to become, I definitely wouldn't be on your show right now. I've had some of my closest relatives, some strangers in the street, even some of my teachers, telling me I was never going to amount to anything. I'm just going to be on the streets. I'm a bum. I'm a this. But this is the thing. Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. But I use all things like that. I use negative energy and I use it to fuel my positive. And see, I walk in the truth. I'm 100% transparent. So I walk in the truth, and the truth is light. So as long as I stay walking in the truth, anybody that's dark, the closer you come to me, you're gonna light up.
Right.
You can get as dark can possibly get and get a small pin light, and they'll light up all the darkness. So as long as I stay light, I don't have to fear darkness. when you come over this way, I can welcome you in. And as long as you keep coming, we're going to convert the light. And now both of us can shine even brighter.
Yeah.
You know, if not, you'll go away, throw shade on me, tell me I'm this, I'm that. It's okay. I'm just going to pray for you, and hopefully one day you get it before it's too late.
And I agree with, I don't, like, I have, like I said, our friend Tony. He doesn't always agree with me. And wouldn't it be boring if we all agreed with everybody?
I agree.
All the time?
Okay?
I agree.
It would be boring. But I have my opinion, he has his, and we have a lot of respect for each and you and I will have a lot of respect for each other, okay? And
Already do.
Yeah. And the one thing that I like about the people there, like you said, you can dislike me, you don't have to agree, but I'm going to win you over.
Of course. You can't keep talking to me.
No.
And
I have
not
never
be my friend.
Right. I don't even like the word hate.
It's ugly.
I really, I actually put on Facebook, look up the word hate. Describe or look up the word racism, prejudice, and bigotry. Look them all up and see what they really mean.
Mm-hmm.
That you were raced against, the Indians were raced against, the Irish were raced against. Everybody there's some kind of racist throughout centuries. Okay, thank you. We got 5 more minutes. So as I'm going to keep quiet. I want you to tell everybody who you are and why you're running for. You got 5 minutes. He can do 5 minutes, right?
He can do it.
So I gotta go.
My name is Anthony Leroy Harris, and I am running for Alderman at Large for this beautiful Queen City of Manchester, New Hampshire. It is time for us to put away all the old wars. It is time for us to unite and everyone come back together in the shared American story of love, peace, prosperity, and abundance. We all deserve that. We all deserve to be able to live and pursue happiness. We all deserve to be able to go to work and be able to pay my bills off of me working. And I'm here to bring it back. I am the voice for the voiceless.
I love that.
If I am Alderman at Large, then we are Alderman at Large. I am going to listen to you. All you got to do is ask the people that are in my life now, that's been in my life for years. I am an active listener. I'm going to listen to what you have a problem with. And then after listening, we're going to all come together and do something about it. So if you really want change, then Anthony Harris is the Alderman at Large that you should vote for. Because I am definitely going to bring it. I'm going to give you my everything, the same way I do with everything. I always put my all. I don't half it on anything. I've done the research. I've talked to the community. I've spoken with them, from homeless to drug addicted to rich, from Democrats to independents to Republicans. Shout out to Julian Akert. And in the end, we are all human beings that want to be loved, that wants to be wanted, and wants to be needed. I'm here to bring us back to that, to being human. Don't see me as a black man. See me as a man. Because I'm going to see you as a woman or a man. Most likely, though, I'm going to call you a king and queen. And let me help you to understand, because I get a lot of people that says, I'm not a king. I'm not a queen. Listen, God created all of us to be kings and queens. Now, we start off as princes and princesses. But then as we grow up and start self-applying knowledge that becomes wisdom and understanding to us, now we start to understand more about life. You start walking into your kingship. You start walking into your queenship. Now the crown is heavy, but those who strive for it will guarantee live a better life. Because you don't wear a crown and call yourself a king so you can rule over people. Look at the kings. Now, we had some bad ones, but for the most part, the kings was on the battlefield. They right there fighting with the soldiers. The kings are bringing the people in and loving them, making sure they feed them, making sure they have a place to stay.
I got to cut you short now, okay? I want you to come back on.
Yeah,
okay?
definitely.
And you too, young man. But anyways, folks, we heard from a great man, the king himself, Anthony Harris, candidate for Alderman at Large. Going to be at Salona's Saturday from
5 to 8:30.
5 to 8:30 on Maple Street. Okay, we'll see you all next week, folks.
Have a very beautiful day. God bless you all.
Us, trust, couple things I can't spell without you.
Let's go.